Hi and welcome to resfeed.com. Today we're just going to have an initial look at setting up your account and your account details and making sure they're all correct. This is just step one in the setup process. So this is your home screen that we're looking at here. You can see we've got shortcuts to a quick menu, to all different parts of the menu. Also, once you start receiving reservations and bookings and cancelled bookings, you'll be able to see them all at a glance in here. And what we'll do now is we're just going to go through step one, which is just checking our account details. So if we go into account and go edit account details, you'll see here's our account details here. Now we've got our fake company, which is Pokemon Go Segway Tours. Thought that was a bit of a fun idea and something a bit out of left field. So it's not a real company, it's just one I've set up to take you through the demo process. Actually looking at it on the internet, found out that it does actually exist in a few places in the world, so there you go. So anyway, looking at our account details, we're just going to make sure we've got everything correct in here. So if we need to edit anything, we just click on the edit details button down here. We'll need to re-enter our password. So re-enter that, and then this will now allow us to change things. So first thing we want to check is our time zone. So we want to go up to Australia, and depending on where you are in Australia, we're in New South Wales. So we'll choose New South Wales. If you do have a MailChimp account, you can integrate this software with MailChimp or with Wufoo forms if you have either of those, but we'll get back to that one in a different video. We've got your user ID here that we've set for you. You can't alter that one. This is your name. If you needed to change your name or alter your name a bit, you can do that here. You can change your password if you'd like to set a new password. Double check you've got the correct email. This isn't our main email. Please don't email us at this address. It's just one we've set up to do for demos and send through some dummy bookings so I can show you guys how everything all works. And make sure you've got your telephone number in there, your correct language set. We do have English and Japanese at the moment, as well as there is other options in the text that you'll put in, and we'll touch on that later. Save that. So once you're happy you've got all that correct, just hit save, and that'll save your details. And you'll see if we go back to the home screen, all your booking notifications that you get will go to this address, which is the address that we just set in our account details there. So make sure you've got an address set that you monitor regularly, because this is where any booking request from guests will come through. So you want it to be an email that you're checking constantly. One last area that you want to check quickly before I wrap this up is if you go into product setup and into product details, you'll see here the overview tab. So here, just double check your name's correct. Put your website in here, and basically down here you can then select your latitude and longitude, and that will allow you to display on the Google Maps inside the widget. And then you have your policy page, so it's good to jump on here and have a look at this. By default, it will be a booking can be made or edited up to 2 days prior to arrival or start. Ideally, you want to change this to 0. And the reason being is people often search by date, but the default date's today's date, and they often won't change it. So if you have that as 2 days, it won't show your business unless they're searching at least 2 days into the future. So just remember, all bookings basically come to you as referrals, and you then confirm or deny with the guest. So best to have this one on 0. Down here we have cancellation policies as well. You can just omit that for the time being, or if you have a certain cancellation policy, you can put it in here. The other option is to basically omit that and let them know the cancellation policy directly when you respond to the referral that you'll get. So you can just omit that one. For online payments, you can take payments online through PayPal or JPayment. At the moment, best to just omit that one, and we'll come back and have a look at payments in another video further down the track if you want to start doing online payments. But for the time being, with the referrals, you just use your normal payment methods that you use direct with the customers is fine. If you do include GST on your price, if your prices include GST, then make sure you put that in there. You want to put that at 10%, and you want to put that GST in there. So important if your pricing does include GST to make sure you include GST in that pricing. If your pricing doesn't include GST, or you don't charge GST, I should say, just tick that box to omit that one. So very easy to set up, but I'm going to put it that these guys do charge GST and just save that. Okay, so that's pretty much it for going through your account preliminary and just making sure all your details are correct. Next few videos, we're going to go in and have a look at how you do all your product setup. Okay, thanks for that, guys.